everyone, I'm Kelly with AZ Central in the Arizona Republic. I'm here at Pompeii, the exhibition. We're here at a little media preview, so we get a sneak peek into this amazing exhibition that's opening at the Arizona Science Center. It's basically a look at Pompeii, the ancient city in Italy that was devastated in 79 AD by the explosion of Mount Vesuvius. So it destroyed everything in the city, but it also perfectly preserved everything. And there's this great collection of more than 200 artifacts that are going to be showing from starting this Saturday until May 28th. And I'm here with Sari. She's the VP of Curiosity at Arizona Science Center, and she's here to talk a bit about the exhibition and also answer any questions if anyone has anything they want to know. She knows pretty much everything about the exhibit.
Right. Oh yes, and we're really excited to have this exhibition here. I mean, everybody's curious about things they don't know about, and we just don't know a lot about people who lived 2,000 years ago. So we've been able to bring in this exhibition with 200 artifacts, the body casts, and tell that story of the city that was lost and also preserved. So you nailed it with a lot of the information, by the way.
I've been writing a bit about it for the past couple months. So we're actually standing right in front of, this is the ruins of Pompeii right now, right?
Yep. So this is a recent photo of what it looks like today after some excavation. Right here. Actually, I'm not sure exactly what part of the city this is, but you can see the archway and some of the details. It's still exquisite even 2,000 years later.
So, Sari, tell me just a bit about the exhibition and how it came here to the Arizona Science Center.
Yeah, so we had seen this exhibition not too long ago, but we knew we wanted to bring it. It was just so exceptional. And we started the conversation and figured out that we could do it. And what a great opportunity for the community here in Arizona to get a chance to see this. And before it was here in Arizona, it was up in Portland. And the teams are huge to make this happen. As you look around, I mean, there's so much detail in all of the sets, all of the pieces. There were 8 trucks, so 8 full semi-trucks with all of these pieces on it. Everything has to be transferred delicately, packed in a certain way, climate controlled. Matter of fact, our cameraman's leaning against a case right now that if you lean too hard, the alarms might even go off. But that's how intense this is too. It's a very special exhibition. So we have experts on site who have been caring for these, placing them properly, and making sure they're at their best as far as visually being displayed for everyone to see.
Well, maybe we can start walking around a little bit and see. So basically we'll see, what will we see in the exhibition as we're going around?
Absolutely. So it's almost like walking through the streets and homes of Pompeii. We already passed through certain areas where we were talking about home goods, but this section all leads into one of my favorite. We're talking about early healthcare, public baths. Over here, I love this. We talk about science all the way from earth science to archaeology, but also this exhibition gives us a chance to talk about early healthcare in the 1st century. Romans were known for perfecting surgery on the battlefield, and here you can see some of those preserved instruments. They would have used scalpels, tweezers, suction cups. So much like cupping, like we saw the swimmers doing this year in the Olympics, they did some of that cupping with these bronze suction cups. So again, a chance to peek back at the world and what looks similar to today and what is still a little bit different.
Wow, that's amazing.
So as we move this way, let's see, I love this one over here, the bronze mirror with silver foil. So a little different than what we think of as a mirror today, but still a mirror nonetheless. A lot of the glassware looks similar, yet you can tell it's from a different time. Over here we have some oil lamps. So again, lighting, we didn't have electric light. We don't think about that. I hope that comes through on camera, just how beautiful these are. Again, perfectly preserved, beautifully crafted. A lot of time went into these because they would have been standard in the homes. Varying degrees of detail based on who would have owned these types of lamps too. As we, I'm so sorry.
So we're going to head into a different area right now, and you can see, this is your favorite area, right?
This is, I have to admit, my favorite area of the entire exhibition. I love the idea of being in the heart of the city, in the forum, the entertainment that would have taken place. So a lot of people know about gladiators in Roman times, and they did have an amphitheater that had gladiator games happening. So right behind you here, you see some shin guards. These were gladiator-style shin guards with a lot of the detail. And you can see, again, how well they were preserved, the detail that went into it. Even basic items just had such beauty and art around them. some more lamps here showcasing gladiators as well. And one of my absolute favorite pieces in this section, besides the jewelry, I have to admit, I love the jewelry, but this piece right back here, this is a statue of the Roman Emperor Caligula, and it is a 7-foot tall statue. It's 2,900 pounds of marble. And what do you notice about the statue? Anything you notice? And I should say, in the garment, does it look real in any way?
Yeah, the detail just looks so amazing.
Exactly, you nailed it. So the amount of detail, even this robe here that's draped over his arm is so detailed in the folds and ripples. Somebody handcrafted that almost 2,000 years ago, even before. Caligula was the emperor just before that time of Pompeii when the eruption happened. So they would put a statue like this out in the public to show reverence for that individual. And this one in particular is just exquisite. I mean,
It must have been really hard to move.
Oh yeah, so this is one of the ones that was in a huge crate. You can see the size of the case it's in right now. So the crate was just slightly bigger, and it had braces all around it with these air ride cushions underneath and above, and then put in an air ride trailer as well. So super hard to move. It has to be very delicately handled and packed and shipped with care.
Is there any questions from anyone in the audience? Sari knows so much about the exhibit. So if you have any questions, please let us know. Yeah? All right, so we're going to move to a really cool section. It's a 4D theater. So not only do you see, so it's basically a recreation of the explosion.
Yeah, so you already nailed it in the opening, but just to revisit, Pompeii was covered by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD, and when that happened, it was very violent, and it took a while, but it completely covered the city. So the 4D theater will give you an idea of what it might have felt like to go through that type of experience. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, so let's move this way.
And just so you guys know, it's really dark in there, so you might not be able to see everything, and it's definitely something you'll want to experience in person. So this will not do it justice. We're going to try to show you a little peek of what it's like.
All right, and here we have Katie, one of our team members. So you can see she's in an appropriate period attire as well. Take it away, Katie.
Good afternoon, welcome. We hope you're enjoying your visit to Pompeii, the exhibition. You have reached the Eruption Theater. I'm going to ask you in. This was a 24-hour period of time in Pompeii from August 24th through August 25th. Unbeknownst to the guests of Pompeii, the eruption of Mount Vesuvius was close behind them. You will experience the vibration underneath your feet, as well as darkness, smoke, and loud noises. If at any time you feel this might be uncomfortable, I ask that you just take a seat and I will come and get you after our video is over. Welcome.
It was, and you can see how powerful of an experience that would have been. And it leads us into the final portion of the exhibition, which was is equally as powerful, seeing that the result of what being buried under that ash eruption would have looked like. So when Vesuvius covered Pompeii in ash, there were thousands of people who were actually caught in that ash flow. And once those bodies were buried, and over time the bodies disintegrated, there were caverns left in the rock. And as archaeologists started to uncover them, and now mind you, archaeologists started to uncover, the city was rediscovered in the 1700s, and then the actual excavation started in the 1800s. And when they found these holes, they didn't know what they were at first until they realized they were the shapes of bodies. And they started filling them with plaster. So this is an example of one of the casts of filling that space with plaster. And archaeologists were able to see how those people, what positions they were in when they died, and also the emotions are even conveyed here in those shapes.
Yeah, it's really emotional and harrowing to just see. And there's 5 other of these casts?
Yes, this is one of 6, and this one you can see is an adult with a child. So it was a massive natural disaster, and nobody was safe.
Well, we don't want to give too much away, so we're going to end the exhibit tour here, but wanted to know if there's any more questions.
I think one of the questions was price. Actually, I happened to peek. So in case you are, I hope you are all coming to join us here for the opening on November 18th. Tickets after general admission are $11.95 for an adult and $9.95 for a child. So of course there are always member pricing options. If you are interested in further details, please check us out at azscience.org for further pricing, parking, and all those other goodies that we have to offer here at Arizona Science Center.
And you can also check AZ Central. We have I wrote a story about the exhibition itself, so you can read more about it there. And of course, come visit. This exhibition runs through May 28th, so lots of time, but definitely come see it. It's something to be experienced in person for sure. I mean, you can't really do justice, that 4D theater. You feel it, you see the smoke and everything, and so we really recommend coming to see the exhibition. So. Is there anything else that you want to add that people should know?
No, we are so excited for this exhibition, and I can't wait for everybody to see it themselves. They're going to be just as excited as I am.
Awesome. Well, thanks for taking the tour with us today. And again, visit AZ Central for more information.